Karine, G, and Pierre roasted for explanation of Biden's awkward exit. Here's a clip.
President Biden catching a lot of attention for abruptly walking off the stage at a Medal of Honor ceremony this week. This as Vietnam War helicopter pilot, retired U.S. Army Captain Larry L. Taylor was still wiping tears from his face.
Biden
But
sucks.
the White House is calling it a COVID safety measure.
For a brief time afterwards, he also didn't have his mask on, as you just laid out, and he left as planned, as it was planned. He left when there was a pause in the program in order to minimize his close contact with attendees who are about to participate in a reception.
Jimmy Fallon, host of Fox Across America on Fox News Radio, Fox Station. Jimmy, it was all part of the plan.
Oh,
this wasn't wandering old Joe at all.
No, let's be clear. The most shocking part of that is that he went the right way. Okay? He could have walked back and forth for 5 minutes. I mean, let's be real here. They are so relieved he didn't put that medal on himself. You know how many times they had to tell him that backstage? But, like, shame on them. They should just own it for what it was. Because, number one, if he was worried about exposing people, he wouldn't have exposed people. Okay, they showed up, they took off the mask. They had already been exposed. Never
Yeah,
mind,
what the hell?
wearing a mask anyway. It's all just theater at that point. But the whole scam of this, okay, is they keep asking us again and again to lean in as if it's normal to be having these conversations about a president. As if, oh no, presidents left all the time. I remember the time JFK said, ask not what you can do for your, I gotta go. You know, this isn't normal. This isn't normal.
Well, I mean, President Biden, he joked about not wearing a mask. But before we play the soundbite, I think the White House, I don't think they want to talk about him having to wear a mask, if you may be quite honest. But let's listen to this and talk about it.
I'm explaining to the press, I've been tested again today. I'm clear across the board. But they keep telling me because this has to be 10 days or something, I got to keep wearing it. But don't tell them I didn't have it on when I walked in.
See?
You buying it?
Nah, the whole thing's a scam. I mean, he's probably only wearing the mask because they don't want him sniffing people. It's there as like a deterrent. But really quick, Todd, this is for you. They're Billy Madison.
This guy's hilarious.
Okay, in the movie Billy Madison, Adam Sandler feels bad for the little kid who pees his pants, so he tries to make it look like a normal thing. He goes, oh, you pee your pants? I pee my pants all the time. That's what we're doing for a president now. Oh, you wander out in the middle of a ceremony? No, that's normal. We wander out in the middle of a ceremony all the time. You can pretend it's normal here, but the people watching on the other side of the world, like our enemies, they know it's not normal. Okay, they're not sitting here going, no, they planned that. Mid-applause while the guy's crying. That's when you walk out. Everybody knows.
But Jimmy, the alternative is one Vice President Kamala Harris, who we needed to explain how the succession plans take over when, Biden leaves or something. Watch.
Joe Biden's going to be fine. But let us also understand that every vice president understands that when they take the oath, that they must be very clear about the responsibility they may have to take over the job of being president. I am no different.
She then went on to sing, it's just a bill, just a regular bill. But seriously, though, Gavin Newsom walked around the White House last July like he owned the place. Yeah. That comment from Kamala, you didn't see the Kamala cackle. Yeah. Is this her measuring the curtains moment?
100% that's there in her head. You can't forget how opportunistic she is, okay? As a opponent on the campaign trail, she said he was racist for his support of segregated busing. She said she believed a sexual assault accuser. Then he said, how'd you like to be VP? She's like, I'm here. I'm outside the building. Where do I go? Okay. The minute she saw that opportunity, she stepped in. So there's no doubt, okay, that she kind of has a sense for the vibe in Washington in that his presidency could be headed off to that big ice cream shop in the sky. So could Kamala step in? Yes. And stepping in is when you step and you go in and you're now inside a new role because you've stepped into it, to put it in Kamala's speech.
Yeah, I mean, 77% of Americans and 69% of Democrats think that Biden is too old. It makes you wonder why in the world we are even entertaining the idea that he is going to run for re-election. It baffles me.
It shouldn't be going on. I mean, even as a comedy writer, it's exhausting.
Speaking of entertaining and speaking of comedy.
Oh, come on.
You can see Jimmy Fallon live. Tickets on sale now for your Fox.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. But yeah, they just make up all this stuff. His exit, COVID. Oh, it's because it's COVID. Yeah, right. It's not because of COVID. They don't care. The idiot just walked off. There might have been a plan in the pause, but that's when he chooses. He's like, okay, run. Like this guy was saying, that Jimmy guy. He was like, okay, yeah, at least he didn't walk around and put the medal on himself. I got a new pill. I mean a medal. I mean, yeah, I got a medal, or it's a pedal for my car. Yeah, I put it on myself. It's like, no, dude, that's supposed to go to him. Oh, yeah, okay. Why are you crying, man? What's wrong? Did you almost have a house fire and lose your wife? Biden's horrible, and it's crazy. He wants to be president again. It's nuts. And they're just going to give him the nomination, most likely. They're just like, okay, here it is, because they don't want division in the party and everything. People say it's going to be Gavin Newsom. It's not going to be Gavin Newsom. Joe Biden's going to go, and he's not going to step down. People are like, well, when he gets that call, you know, if he needs to step down, that's what they're waiting for. They've made that call, and then they're like, damn it, why is he just not listening? He can't even listen to when to leave the ceremony or do anything. Do you think he can listen to him on that? It's kind of funny how much it's backfiring them getting Biden in there, really, because if you think of it that way, it's like it's just all backfiring on them because he won't listen. This is hilarious, really. But yeah, it's going to keep continuing to the election. I'm waiting for him just to say something crazy about how he had a 100 business deal again, like the CFR meeting, you know? Well, look at it. They fired him. I told him he was going to get the $1 billion. I mean, he said that when he's like coherent to show off. One day he's just going to be so confused and be like, step back in time or something. And he's going to probably start saying some crazy stuff. I'm just waiting for it. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe for daily news updates, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and share your thoughts on the story in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.